Good. It's like, who's going to talk first? Like,
Meeny, miny, mo.
What? Go. Welcome to the Stampin' Scoop Show. We're so happy to see you today.
We are very happy to be on today. And thank you for joining us. We are at episode 138, I think. I know, right?
Oh. And we're going to be your happy spot for the day, we hope.
We have some really cool things to share with you. We have taken a really cool suite that we're going to show you in a minute and just really had a lot of fun with it. And I'll tell you what, this was one suite that in the beginning when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not sure what I would do with that. And I'll tell you, after sitting down with it, I'm addicted to it now.
It's fun. I would say, we always like, I need a masculine set. And then when you're given one, you're like, I don't know what to do with it. So we've got you covered.
We covered you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You're going to really love this episode. So while you guys are jumping on board, we will give our little shout out. We are live on
five. Are you on Twitter?
Five. Yeah. So we're live. We are live streaming on Stamp with Tami, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Crafty Stampin', Facebook and YouTube. So 5 places. You can catch us at any of those places. And we appreciate, and there goes the camera. And we do appreciate you. Oh, good. Yeah, I know what? We were just talking about technology and how much fun it was. Yeah, nice. You know what? We're going to go down to the table while we're, look at, now it's upside down. And we're muted. What the heck is happening?
Yeah.
What can you? I don't know if they can hear us. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. It's hold on.
Is that camera not?
No. There we go.
Are we on?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
We were just talking about how technology has I can't fix that without getting my arm in the way. Without yeah.
It's not playing nice with us lately.
Yeah, and then it just...
This could be me.
It goes and laughs at us. Anyways, while you guys are jumping on board, I'm going to have Linda talk about Prize Patrol, and I'll try to fix the camera.
Okay, so if you leave a comment, because we love to hear what you guys have to say, but if you leave a comment on any of the platforms, that is my channel, Tami's channel, Facebook or YouTube, and then... we will enter you in to win the In Your Words stamp set. And if you share this video and you share it to any social media platform and then come back here and type the word shared with a D into the comment, we will add you for a second entry in to win this stamp set. We will draw the winner of this on March 30th. We're taking a little extra time. Tami's going to see some more birds.
Yay!
And so we will be back on March 30th, and that is when we will pick this winner. Now I'm waiting to see if you guys can hear us now because we.
Yeah, I see a lot of. I think they can hear us.
Yeah,
I think
we
get
it fixed.
Now. Yeah.
And our lucky winner from our last broadcast of the 2022 in color cardstock assortment is Jolene Thomas, and I will spare you all from my rendition of Jolene.
Sing it, Dolly Parton. Jolene.
Yeah.
Jolene. All right, I think I fixed it.
Yes,
we're back. All right, we'll see how long it's working for. So, we're gonna give you a quick recap of the promotions that are happening right now, and then we're gonna jump into the fun.
Okay, so it's always a sad time, but it's also an exciting time. The annual catalog is coming to an end. This will end on May 2nd, and remember we told you last time, that means what we know exactly right now is all those beautiful ink colors are going away. The inks, the re-inkers, the markers, the blends, and the paper, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we showed you last time. So go check that out.
Stock up now. Stock up now because the March 23rd, that retirement list comes out, and when it does, those items will sell out in minutes. Right. Not all of them, but the important ones, and then you're going to be wishing that you had gotten a refill or wishing that you had gotten some more paper.
And if there's anything you've waited on because you're like, I'll get that later, add that to the list now.
Yeah, bump it up your priority list.
And because of our the way Stampin' Up! Is doing things, the mini catalog that does go through, because it's the January to June, that will go through June. So just FYI,
so we've got an extra month.
And there are papers in there that do use those in color. So don't think, I'll wait and I'll just use papers and buy it now. No, you got to buy the in colors now.
The papers actually probably all will retire anyways. They usually do.
It's difficult.
So we have some special releases. These are out of publication releases. It is the All Together and the Natural Tones, the collection of Natural Tones Stampin' Blend markers, and the Waves of the Ocean. The Ways of the Ocean we did 2 episodes ago, and we have lots of great stuff with that.
Oh, yeah.
And I have some with All Together too. I know Linda does too.
Yeah.
These are available. Ways of the Ocean, while supplies last, except the stamp set and die will carry over. All Together, everything is while supplies last, except the Stampin' blends will carry over.
Yes.
So just a note on those. You might want to bump those up your list too.
So many good things that are like temporary. We also have paper pumpkin, so don't forget about that. So paper pumpkin kit. So to get the March kit, which is the Beyond the Horizon, you need to do that by the 10th. And when's the 10th? That is tomorrow.
Yay,
right? Yes, it is.
tomorrow.
Also in celebration of that, Tammy and I are both on a blog hop featuring February's kit. And so that'll be tomorrow. Keep your eye out on both of our blogs. And speaking of February's kit, refills are now available for that Safari celebration.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that is a fun
It is.
set.
It's so adorable.
So pick that up now. You can buy that as long as you are a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can buy the refills, and you go onto either of our Stampin' Up! Stores to acquire that.
And tomorrow we'll have even more alternate ideas
Yes.
on our blog hop. So be sure to visit us.
Oh, did someone say sale?
Yeah.
I heard sale. So this is the mini, I call it the mini boss, but it's the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It is on sale for 20% off. In addition, there are multiple bundles that go through the mini, and those are also on sale. And there are a couple bundles in there that are not currently bundles because they had retired as a bundle in a prior publication, but they brought that discount back.
Stamps and dies being sold together at 20% off.
You don't want to miss it. And we are going to be playing with the mini a little bit today.
Yes, so we are going to jump into that mini catalog. And
Whoop,
are we
whoop.
there? Yeah, we are.
And it's
there.
upside down.
And we're upside down. Of course we are, because that is how technologies work. We are going to make you.
Everybody got you. Stand on your head, everybody.
Okay, how about now?
Woohoo!
Better? All right.
All right.
And you know what else? I think I'm going to lighten it up a little bit.
Do you feel like it's dark? I feel like
It
it's
looks a little dark.
Is that a little better? Maybe one more?
A smidge more. There
How about
we
there?
go. Now you
Okay.
can see everything.
Better. So the products we're going to be sharing today, you'll find on pages 68 and 69 of the mini catalog that goes until June. And so fun. So they've got some fun things shown on here that they made with this set, sports themes. We're going to show you some more sports theme, but we're going to go outside of the box as well and share outside the box ideas with these products as well, because there is a lot of versatility. And I know when you look at it, you're thinking, well, you can do baseball, and that's really cool. And I know a few people I could send that to, but we're gonna actually open up your mind so you can see more than just what is in front of you.
This is a really fun set. It's a lot more fun than I originally thought. Yeah.
So with that said,
slide over the prop.
That's
Me again.
Yeah, whatever. Not what I meant to hit. All right, so here's our products. We've got the stamp set and dies, and some of the dies go with the stamps, and some of them are used with the paper. Actually, some of the dies, and Linda's gonna share which
I got you covered.
which ones match the paper.
I know I need the visual.
You know that's the first thing you guys are gonna ask. Do the dies match the paper? And then we've got our Baker Twine combo. So we've got
they come in a pack.
Yeah, this is kind of cool because I like the colors in them.
So we got Night of Navy, Poppy Parade in white, and Evening Evergreen.
Okay, and then we've got stars.
Same 3 colors. Add Bumblebee.
And Bumblebee is a retiring color, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so Designer Series paper. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Designer Series paper because it's cool. And the dies do match this. Linda's going to share with that in a minute. So we've got double-sided designs. Now there's patterns and there's themed on, so we've got the texture patterns on one side, and we've got, and here, look at the sunburst.
Oh, fun.
Love it.
Fun. I love the stars.
Yeah, and they are surprisingly versatile.
Yes.
I mean, when you first look at it, you think baseball, and
Baseball.
it was baseball themed, right? But there are so many other things that you can do with these papers.
So like I always do, so this will be available to download so you can create your own. This is the sampler, so you can see that the colors, we got Bumblebee, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Poppy Parade, and Very Vanilla. Stampin' Up! Doesn't tell us on a lot of them anymore. I think it was with the transition from Whisper White to Basic White, what the base color is, but I always like to know, like, what am I pairing this with? So this is a Very Vanilla base. You can see all the pretty papers. Again, you can download that from either of our websites. Here are the different dies that are included in the kit. Here I showed you, there is one die. So here's this one. And if you use it, it just takes the stars out. I punched that piece out then in a circle so you can see it. Or you can use it as just the stars. A little hint, use some press and seal to get them, move them from the die cut machine to the paper. A lot easier.
Yeah.
We have a couple pennants in 2 different sizes. This little die here and this little die here are your ends of your pennants. Because there's always a question about, like, what are these? They are to make an extra fabric on your pennant. Then flip it over. I have...
She's so good, isn't she?
Yeah, so we have the stamp set. So the stamp set has 2 images that match with dies, as well as the greetings, quite a few greetings match with this die. And then the papers, there's 2 papers that have a lot of detail with the pennants and different tickets to say, and those work with those dies. So those are the add-ons for our dies and paper.
All right,
first?
I think
All
you're up.
I get to stamp.
Linda gets to stamp now.
Right. Now here's the thing.
We're both gonna do a little stamping today.
So now Linda's got to remember.
We got a couple of projects to share.
Did Linda bring everything? Because you have those moments like, I think I got it all.
Let's
find out.
We'll figure it out.
It might be different than what I planned. Okay, so I'm starting with a thick, Very Vanilla, and I have the 11 by the 4 1/4, and there will be a PDF available for both projects. On our blogs at a later date.
Well,
like in
probably about an hour after that.
I usually, sometimes I don't do mine beforehand. I've done mine beforehand. Do we have seal? Because I didn't bring like stuff. All right, so
I'm the assistant right here. I'm the hands.
So I have, come here. This is the piece that looks like the baseball stitching, and then I have the piece that looks like the uniform stripe. And I'm going to make those here and here. And I'm going to do it a smidge different from what I had, what my original one I created. Because I like to make it better, bigger, better, stronger. So I'm going to have to trim some off. Let me make this a little bigger. Do we have trimmer?
Scalpel. Trimmer.
Because you know what? Just kind of go rogue. All right, so I'm going to trim that off. So this may look a smidge different from what I had originally. What you'll see is photos on our blog. So one of the cute dies that I thought was really cute is this little ticket. So I cut that out in Night of Navy. And I'm going to, instead of using as I glue it down to Tammy's desk, I'm going to make it like a little, like I would put a ribbon or whatever, and that cute little detail. And then I have to see what am I supposed to be doing? Okay, so I'm taking the twine. This is the Evening Evergreen, and I'm going to wrap it around a bunch. Oops. 1, 2, 3, boom. Do we have snips?
Snips.
Scalpel.
Snips.
All right, trim that.
Good thing I'm here.
And we're going to tie a bow. Actually, I'm going to shift everything so I can get the bow on this side. And pull it down a smidge because I want you to be able to see it. There we go.
Sherry says it looks cute with the ticket line and the twine, and you're a poet.
There we go. All right. Come on. My fingers don't want to work. There we go. All right. And we tie a bow, or we attempt to tie a bow. My bow looks much better on the one I made while not being filmed live. All right. So that is an attempt at a bow. You guys have seen me. I can make a better bow. We're going to ignore my bow so we can move on. All right. So one of the papers has all the pennants. And so I'm going to pull my Tami's
Little baby boss.
baby boss. And I'm going to
Don't
steal
forget,
her.
it's on sale right now. 20%
20% off. Like, hello. It's if you're new into die cutting, here's the best place to start. So I'm going to use this pennant.
I have it on the table next to me. Like my
I do
big
too.
one is across the room. I have to walk over to die cut.
Yeah.
But this one's next to me, so all the
And
little dies I can sit there and go while I'm.
It's great
going.
to have it like that. So then you just quick zip, zip, zip. All right, so I'm going to line this up. Let's see how well I do. All right. And a tip with the mini is sometimes the OCD in me wants all my plates to line up. No, you don't want to do that. It actually feeds better through the machine if they don't all line up. I know that is so against my OCD.
I did not know that.
Yeah. If you ever have trouble, just make sure you stagger these. I staggered them drastically. They don't need to be that drastic. So there is my pennant. All right, let's put that here. Give Tami back her die. Put that in the trash. So I'm gonna move the mini out of the way. All right, and so let's see if I can find. I already die cut a bunch of pieces. All right, so here's that extra piece. So we're going to. Do you have a thing so I don't tape your? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to attach this here over. All right, so see, that's what that does. It makes it look like a real pennant because the pennants have those felt ends. And I'm just going to attach this. No. Up here. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Yeah, I know you came here for the song.
Right? Yeah, I always come for the singing and the dancing.
So this is another die cut. This one's it's like a rip your ticket type one, but we're going to use it a little differently because why not? It's just going to be the background, and I'm going to have it hang over the side. So I'm going to do a little different, and actually, where'd the cutter go? And then we'll trim it.
What scissors?
Oh, we'll do scissors, yeah. Trim to length. Okay. And I am going to stamp. So we're going to stamp. And we're going to make this a happy birthday card. So I have the happy birthday, and I have my Poppy Parade. See if I can open it without getting Poppy Parade all over my fingers. Probably not. I'm good at wearing ink. Ink the bad boy up. Right in the middle. There we go. Close this up. And then I'm going to take the stars, because the stars come out, and we got the bumblebee. And we're going to add a few stars. Not all over it, just a little on the top, like the bottom, the angles. And hold on. It's stuck. Close that up. And I decided this is where another place I was going to go a little rogue from what I did on the photo. I have another one I cut out in Evening Evergreen. And I'm just going to attach this here. Kind of look like. So I just kind of look like multiple tickets. And then I will just do it. I'm like, I don't remember if I put it on dimensionals or not. We'll add this here. And you know what? I didn't, but I'm gonna. Let's add bling. And bling is
you
stars.
gotta have the bling.
Cause you gotta have bling.
You gotta have it.
All right, so let's do here. And come on. Here. And we'll do one more. Yeah, I'll do it down there. All right, so that is what I did, and I will show you. Here's one that has a nicer bow, but it's a little different. Like I said, I added the green ticket behind. I brought this down a little bit so my pennant had a little more room, and I added the stars. So
love it.
There we go.
Love both versions of it.
Yep. Next.
All right, so I am going to be making little trick boxes. So first I'm going to start with a piece of 6x4, and these are super easy. This is a piece of 6x4 cardstock. You do not need to write down the measurements or scoring because we do have free PDFs coming shortly after this video. So I've got the Simply Score tool, and on the long side, I'm going to score it at 2, 2.5. Can't tell if I'm at 2.5 there actually. Can't see on this angle. 4.5 and 5. And then I'm going to turn it, and on the short side, I'm going to score at the 1/2 inch mark. So easy. So easy. So just going to burnish those score lines.
That's so cute. I didn't realize they were as small as they are. That's adorable.
Oh yeah, they're cute little boxes.
Yeah.
But so easy. I love that. Okay, now on the bottom side here, on this 1/2 inch mark, you're gonna cut the score line right up to that score line. So score line to score line. On the score line to the score line. Now I'm gonna use seal adhesive, but I don't recommend using this. I do recommend using a stronger adhesive like Tear Tape or Seal Plus. I'm only using this for time purposes. So I'm just gonna put adhesive on that flap, and we're gonna close the box over it. And then silicone mat.
I just hit. Didn't I?
Probably, and I just put it somewhere safe
Oh no!
so that it wouldn't
Is
be.
it under there?
Oh, here it is. It's under my paper. Okay. So then I'm gonna put adhesive on that bottom flap, and we've got adorable, cute little boxes,
Like
candy
candy
little
bar in
treats.
there.
Now, this one I did with cardstock, and then I've taken and cut these two pieces with the die. So this die from the die set right here to decorate the box with, because I liked the cute little decoration on it. Kind of, I don't know, just cute. And
It's so vintage. The stripe and the.
I'm actually gonna fold underneath one of these and then just put it right on the top like this. So just a cute, quick little decor. And then I'm gonna do the same over here with this one. Put it on the back. I might have trimmed these down a hair, but that's okay.
They look cute.
We're gonna just roll with it. I'm gonna trim the side down there. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys, and I'm going to layer them across I think I need to cut down just one maybe. So these were die cuts from the ticket stubs and the die set. So I'm gonna do one.
These are fun.
Here.
I will say I had a whole lot of fun with those strips of tickets.
And then we're going to take some dimensionals, which are, excuse my
You
rich,
got it?
all the way across the table. I actually need a baby dimensional for that one. I'll cut a little piece off the edge. Yeah, that'll work.
Allow me to dimensionalize your baby ticket for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so that one cut out of the designer series paper. Gonna layer right on top. I'm gonna take this little baby ticket, pop that in there, and then
That's so cute.
because it's never really done without embellishments, you gotta have the bling, right?
Need the bling.
Take some of these. I'll take the bumblebee stars. Kind of add a couple of those on there, and we have the cutest, easiest little boxes you have ever seen, right? So adorable, so quick and easy. Now there's two different ways you can make this. I made this with cardstock and then just decorated it with the designer series paper, but you can also take the designer series paper and make it directly with the designer series paper. So again, 4x6. Again, you don't need to write it down. I'll have it on the PDF. We've got 2, 2.5, 4.5, and 5.
Jean was waiting on the bling. We're always waiting on the bling.
Always waiting on the bling. And
Never
then
done unless you got the bling.
On the short side, we're going to do the 1/2 inch. And then burnish those lines. I love the star paper, right?
Oh, yeah.
So many possibilities with this.
It makes me realize how much I love Bumblebee.
Yeah,
You know,
I know,
it's like,
right?
oh my god, I love this color.
It's going to be so sad to see it go.
Yeah. Plays well with others. It just goes so great with.
So then we're going to cut on the score line up to the score line at the bottom to make our tabs. Thank you very much.
Silicone pad.
Again, I would use a stronger adhesive and I would do it the other way. Put it on the back of this, not that, so that it doesn't show. So there's no seam. I did that backwards, but that's all right. You guys get it, right? You get the idea. There's no seam if you do this flap on top.
We just decorate that now.
Yeah, we'll just have to put
It's a
something
reason
over
for
that.
decoration.
So let's tuck that side under since I...
Oh, someone said Pokemon trading cards or sports cards. That's a good idea.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then we have our little box, and then maybe we'll take a little bit of the twine and wrap it around the top, and then maybe we'll cut out some die cuts, add a little embellishments, and boom.
So
Right?
cute.
Super cute, super easy. And I did a couple different ones. Now, I don't know about you guys, and listen, I'm going to tell you right now, this is popping because I use Seal. Don't use
instead
Seal.
of Seal Plus.
Don't use Seal. Use Seal Plus, or I know I'm do as I
Guaranteed.
say, not as I do.
Yeah.
I know I'm showing it with Seal, but just for demonstration purposes. All right, so I made several different ones out of these are all using the designer series paper. Linda and I know we're both on the same theme here. When we saw that designer series paper, and I don't know how many of you guys thought the same thing when we were showing this, that these two right here were very patriotic together, right? They go together, and I just felt like, oh, there's so many outside the box things that we can do there. So I am going to share a couple of cards, and Linda and I can go back and forth.
Yeah.
So then with those, I took those two designer series paper, and then remember that little die
stars.
that Linda showed with the stars that you can use two different ways. So I cut the stars out.
Woo!
And use them as an American flag. And then, sticking with the patriotic theme, Americana theme here, I used the stitched stars on the front here and the little stars down there and made an easel card out of this.
So cute. I
And,
love that.
you know, heck yeah, we have to celebrate this. And that's from the Happy and Heartfelt stamp set. So that was my Americana line. I will have instructions for the cards coming this week on my blog. And Linda and I, we're on the same thing.
So I case this because I have to. Sometimes I case stuff and it's like it doesn't look anything like it. This is a Karen Hallam because she did it right, and I did. The whole background was her idea, where we used the stripe paper and then the stars, the same stars dies. It has this whole fancy thing, and then I did the Happy Fourth with it. I don't remember the name of the
Is it Playful Alphabet and the
Playful Alphabet and I can't think of the Happy's from. But and then the stars, and I kind of bumped them up, the ones that pop out, so they're kind of cool. But yeah, so I did, and put a little strip with the Bumblebee stars. So this is your 4th of July paper. In addition to your baseball paper, it's your 4th of July paper.
So I took that ticket stub, the ticket stub die that we used here, and I thought film strip.
Yep, of course you would.
Being a photographer, I thought film strip. So I cut
Cool idea.
little pieces of white there, and I cut these pieces out of the designer paper too, and then embossed the words from the stamp set. Hope your day is a grand slam for this one. And then just layered it. And again, I will have instructions coming later on this week for the extra cards that we share.
Yeah. All right. So here's one. I used. I kind of liked using those as like streamers or like adding bits of color. So I did strips. Hint though, I did cut them and then attach them at the bottom to make them look longer. Otherwise, they would have just poked out. But this is super fun, and I'll tell you. So I cover the whole base of the card with the DSP, but I didn't want waste is the wrong word, but I really didn't want to use all that. So I have a piece at home. I love this stitched rectangles, and so there is a big rectangle cut out under this that I can then use on a different card. But it's fun, and this says most valuable dad is what the stamp says, but it may not just be dad. You don't know who's the most valuable. So I used a little printer's painting tape and put that on while I inked it up, so that I could customize my greeting.
So I'll show 2 cards here that came in our card swap. The last card swap we did for the mini catalog, right? So this also pairs the paper and the I believe that is that part of it? No.
I think these are both.
They're all from.
Yeah.
Okay, so it pairs the designer paper with the For the Record.
That's cute.
Yeah, really cute idea there with that stamp set. And
the number one, Janet, is from the dies. So the number one it's this die, and I never put these away. Lately, if I put stuff away, I'm in trouble. So you can use the circle with the negative, or you can use the 2 pieces that come out. And I've also seen people where, like, you could cut it out in red and put the red inside, so it's like an inlay. But yeah, the dies that number one is included in the dies. Back to your...
Speaking of the number one,
here
it is again. And I like this evening evergreen theme here on this card. This was another one from our mini catalog card swap that we had done.
How they layered the 2 tickets together.
That was a clever idea, layering these 2. And then even the little stubs on top. Super cute.
All right. So trying to think of different things with this paper, because I look at it, you see different, like, so we saw 4th of July. Part of me also saw circus, the big top and whatever. And so I thought, okay, well, what do I have in the stamps and stuff that would say circus? And the first one I looked at, I know we've got the Wildcats, was this adorable little baby dressed up like, I'm trying to make sure we get the sheen off of it, dressed up like a lion. So I decided to make it like a circus baby card. So I used the hooray, and then, oh God, I can't think of it's wildly something. The baby,
so cute.
And so the welcome baby is from that set, and I stamped him on the ticket, and then I used the polka dot, the dots embossing folder with the 2 on a navy. So it's a untraditional baby card, but it said circus to me. So just something different, outside the box.
As soon as I saw the Sunburst Designer Series paper, I was like, what? Yeah, so totally. And I wanted to do different colors than what was in the kit. So I took this a little bit outside the box on the colors and went with the Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink and the You're Amazing from the stamp set. And just, I loved the paper. So easy and fun to work with.
All right, so I went outside the box. So a little backstory, my daughter is a junior in high school, and she's been playing softball since 1st grade. And there was a point there in time, probably 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, that we had the pink helmet, the pink cleats, the glove had pink in it, everything sort of had pink in it. And so she would love this set, but she wouldn't love the colors at that phrase. So I had to go find something that would work for my 4th grade daughter at the time. So I used the dies, and I actually used the DSP. And this paper, though, the back paper is the Absolutely Beautiful, I think that's called. And it has Night of Navy, but crushed curry. And the crushed curry is so close to the Bumblebee that they work together. As long as they aren't right next to each other, they work. So these 3 tickets are all from the DSP that I cut out with the dies. I then use that DSP, and I use it because they're 4x6, so they're not wide enough. So I added a little gold. You know, the girl got to have a little bling, and then the hats die. I'm like baseball hats, so I had to do one in pink, and then I did the tickets also again as a little bit of some fun. But again, I did them in the balmy blue and the magenta, which is what is in this paper. So that same dies, but add a little bit of a young girl theme.
And once again, Linda and I were on the same page because I was thinking hats die too. So I made a little baseball shirt die with the designer paper and the stamp. And there's your number one with an inlay underneath it. And then the buttons actually come from the suit and tie dye.
Yeah.
And speaking of the suit and tie dye, okay, one more here with the
cute.
little hat and the Grand Slam. So I use the suit and tie dye here, and then wait for it. Easel card.
So cute.
Love it. Right. Super fun. Super easy. I will have instructions again coming this week for this. And I have one more. I just finished up on my blog this week a series of cards.
Cool.
Explosion cards. It's Explosion Fun Fold cards. And so I had just finished making some. I got really addicted to them. So the first thing I did when I pulled the suite out was, what? An explosion card.
Perfect.
I'm like, oh, I can't stop making them. So that was a fun one with the designer series paper working together. I actually used layered it on the inside as well as for the pop out there, and then used designer series paper for the banner for the belly band.
I love that. I think that's so cool. But so is that you got all of them now? I really hope we've shown that there's a lot of versatility in this suite beyond just the paper, the dyes. Using the stamp sets a little bit differently, because it's one of those ones you first look at, you go, I don't have any baseball players, or I don't have any whatever, and lots of fun.
We're gonna leave on this screen because the camera, our face camera went out again. So we're gonna leave you with all of these fun ideas today. And we will have our PDFs up and photos of these projects in the next hour. So be looking for that on our blogs. And we appreciate you guys joining us today. Thanks so much.
Sorry you can't see us anymore.
Bye. Bye.